To be honest, I'm just chilling. The usual.
Yeah.
Sitting in my chair, doing
Sitting in your
things.
chair?
Yeah, sitting in my chair.
Why in your chair?
It's something to do.
Makes sense. Can't argue with that logic.
Yeah. I mean, like, why would I stand up?
Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna shut the door and turn off the light because Dylan's looking in here all funny.
He'll never forgive me for leaving the party to this Discord call. Yeah, they were just playing Call of Duty. And I was just there talking.
I am
and all that.
Chat, ignore all the sounds.
Yeah, make sure to ignore all the sounds.
But yeah, no, I fixed my guitar.
Really?
Yeah. And I bought a distortion pedal. And I had to fix my amp.
Oh, you can distort it.
Yeah.
Make it sound cooler.
Here, you want to hear it real quick?
What I've learned. Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Amp on. All volumes off. Good. Sorry, I got a lot of shit on my bed because I was setting all this shit up.
No, I can tell.
Okay, all that's... Alright, okay, so I just need to plug this into the guitar. Sweet.
Okay.
Turn that up. That.
That whole thing. Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, what was it?
Just like. Oh, goddamn. Would you look at that?
Yeah, I learned that in like 2 minutes, and I can't even hear myself playing it, so I have no idea what that sounded like.
You have no idea, huh?
Yep.
Huh.
I still can't form this chord.
Aw. I'm sure you'll get it someday. Never say never.
Yeah. I also learned, let's see, where's my pick? What was it? Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
What was it? Here, let me turn up the distortion.
Okay.
You know?
Goddamn. Nah.
And turn up the tone.
That shit really went ringer.
Yeah. It sounds so much weirder with that on.
Sounds like Green Day. I don't want to be an American idiot.
You want to hear Blackbird with distortion?
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard to tell what I'm playing. What was it?
Wow, wow, wow. I'll always know those chords. Always. It's a cultural phenomenon.
Oh, and I can finally play Hey There Delilah.
Oh, play it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And
Hey there, Delilah.
since I have an electric, Wait, I need a pick for this. I'm so bad with a pick.
Pick your poison.
Why does my E string sound like that? It's so quiet. Everything else is so loud.
Yep. That's just how it is, I guess. It's just how life works, man. Dun, 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 Sounds good. That sounds really good. Holy shit. It's a miracle. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
There is much to find. Little Einsteins.
To
Climb
find.
aboard. Get ready to explore. Anyway. I'm just gonna set this to the side. Instead
Little
of
Einstein.
watching shit out my Cheetos.
Why
Hurt my
would
teeth.
what? They hurt your teeth.
Yeah.
How weak are your teeth that you
Very
can't even eat
weak.
Cheetos?
I broke a tooth in half on some chocolate, dude.
Oh my god. Are you not brushing enough? Like, what the fuck?
I have red gum disease. My teeth are extremely brittle, dude.
Oh. How do you cure that? Can you cure red gum disease?
Nope.
Really?
I basically have to wait till my teeth fall out.
Is it your fault or is it not your fault?
No, it's not my fault.
Well, at least you have that. You didn't do it.
Yep.
So I mean, you got that going for you.
It's all genetics, man.
Ugh.
So anyway, what is this? Dr. Pepper tastes like root beer?
Yeah, it does.
Can you elaborate on that?
Okay. It's like the aftertaste. It gives off like the same feeling of drinking a root beer. I mean, I can go get a root beer and a Dr. Pepper right now, and I can
I'm
explain it
halfway
better.
through the can, and that theory is slowly becoming more realized. It gives off a rooty taste and texture, like root beer.
It does. It gives off a rooty taste and texture, I've learned.
I'm gonna go grab some Yahoos. You want one?
Okay. Yahoo.
Or sorry, Yoo-Hoos. I'm not grabbing an internet browser. I'm grabbing a chocolate drink.
Then I don't want one. I thought it was the search engine.
And I'm gonna get some yogurt. You want any of that? Maybe a chocolate croissant?
Oh, chocolate croissant sounds good.
Some egg noodles?
Egg noodles.
Yeah. Logan
Is it
thinks
just noodle with egg?
basically, normally noodles are made out of egg and flour, but these ones are just made out of egg. So,
Holy shit! Really?
yeah.
That's terrifying.
They taste pretty good. I don't know exactly how they're made,
I'm sure they do.
but they taste pretty good. In my opinion, anyway. Logan hasn't
Their own,
tried
I
them, and he
guess.
says that they're extremely disgusting because I like them.
Maybe he's just disgusted by you.
No, he's just a little brother that gets picked on all the time, so he wants to take it out on me because he knows that I don't give a shit.
No, that's not the reason. Yeah, that's kind of yeah. Never mind.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab that shit out of my outdoor
Okay.
fridge door.
Oh, yeah, you have an outdoor fridge.
Yeah, that's where I keep all my food that's for me.
I have
Like
an
my
actual fridge.
yogurt and yoo-hoos and the
Mm,
gallon of naked smoothie that I had that I drank in one sitting.
a
And
whole gallon.
yeah.
How in the shit?
And I keep my chocolate croissants in there.
A whole gallon.
And my hot dogs and my cheese and my bologna and my bread.
Wow. Boast more, why don't you?
I don't keep my noodles in there. I keep them in the cabinet. I feel like a dumbass because I bought Death Wish
Noodle
coffee.
cabinet.
I bought Death
Death
Wish
Wish coffee.
coffee and I was going to
Death
try it
Wish
today because
coffee.
I have the day off. So I was like, if I do
You
crash
have the
after
Death Wish.
drinking it, it isn't going to be that bad, right?
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to try it. So
Fucking brilliant.
yeah, there's that. Um,
Wow. You are an enigma.
I do a lot of things that make no sense.
Yeah. I know you do.
Like this morning, I kept telling Logan or asking him to go grab things so he would run around the house grabbing them. And it was like normal things, right? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden I was like, can you grab the screwdriver off the kitchen table? I need to put that back in the toolbox. And he's sitting here like, why the fuck is there a screwdriver on the kitchen table? Because I had to take apart my amp
Reason.
and the guitar and all that stuff to fix it, right?
Of course. Of course.
So there's just this giant ass fucking screwdriver sitting on the table.
Yeah. I can't believe you have an electric guitar you can actually use.
Yeah.
I have
And
an
a
electric
distortion
guitar
pedal.
and an
Like,
amp. But I don't have
yeah.
any of that stuff. I don't have the rest of that stuff. All I need is the chords.
So you
And
have
I
an
want a
amp,
distortion
a
pedal.
guitar,
That's all.
and you don't have any chords.
I don't have any chords for the amp. And I want a distortion pedal.
The distortion pedal that I got is Distortion 1, and it was
Mhm.
$57. Distortion 2 was 128. Distortion 3 was 280.
So you got a distortion one because it was the cheapest.
Yeah, and I have a budget.
Fair enough.
But
I
then
mean,
by the
budgeting is
time that I got
important.
the strings, the screws, and everything to fix it, and I didn't even buy the right screws, okay?
Oh my god.
Well, like me and the guy in there, we were both like, oh, well, it has to be this one, right? Well, I didn't see because it's hidden by a part of the bridge. They're these giant ass fucking screws. And I got ones that
Even he
don't
wasn't
even,
sure.
yeah, like they fit in the hole, but like they don't even take up half of it. They just kind of jiggle around in there.
You're an instrument guy. You should have told me.
Yeah, I was sitting here like, you know what? The bridge stays on the guitar. I'm not even going to worry about
Mhm.
it. You know, it was $2.
Yeah, why worry?
I spent
Are you
$2
a
on
coward?
screws. Now I have the screws. So if I need to replace those specific type of screws, I have them. Even though this guitar, there's none of these screws on there, but I have them.
You
Um,
have the screws.
but I didn't know how to restring the electric, right?
Ah, yes,
So I dismantled the entire thing.
as usual.
Yeah, you know, as you do.
As you dismantle the whole thing. Yeah.
Um, to find out, all I had to do was take off the back panel.
Brilliant.
Yeah, like I took the pickups off, I took the bridge off, I took the neck off, I took everything off.
You took its neck off?
Yeah, like the guitar was just sitting there in pieces on my bed. And I was like, oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. All I needed to do was take this panel off. And it
Brilliant.
was the last thing that I took off. That's what pissed me off.
Once again,
But hey, the
you are
guitar
an
is
enigma.
completely back together. My amp, one of the
That's
cords
good.
was jerry rigged, or like the wires was jerry rigged, and they
Mm.
put a spring on one side and not on the other, so it didn't work. So I had to dismantle my favorite pink pen, my only pink pen, which is why it's my favorite pink pen, to get the spring.
Ah, the
Now I
only
don't have
one
a
is your
pink
favorite
pen.
one because it's your one pen.
Yeah,
You can get a new pen, but it won't. It won't be the same, right?
yeah, it won't be the same. But that pen, it'll
It's
forever
like when
live on
losing a loved
inside of my
one.
amp.
Like if you get another one, you're like, it's just not the same as that specific loved one I have. Yeah, you feel empty when like a loved one dies. You're like, eh, this would be better with this loved one that I had.
It's like getting a new phone. It's just not the
Yeah,
same.
I know. Even though it's a little like if you want, you can literally get the same phone again. It's like, I don't have my photos and shit.
It's like I
I
don't have
don't
my
feel at
photos.
home.
I don't have
I know.
anything on this.
I don't feel at home with this phone because I have nothing now.
Yeah.
But you can just transfer the data. I learned. Well, enough, not all of it. I don't have my notes.
Oh, you know what's
Which
cool about Samsung Notes?
what
You can
what?
back them up to the cloud, and if you sign into your Samsung account, you can download them back.
Oh, wow.
That's how I
I
got the
like
lyrics to
Samsung.
Christian rock on this phone.
I've never had a bad experience with Samsung. I have to admit that.
Yeah,
Apple,
I've
well,
never
don't
had a
even
bad
get me
experience with
started with Apple.
Samsung. Apple, I had the worst experience ever. LG, let me tell you, the phone
Mm-hmm.
is horrible. Their TVs,
Yes.
great, but their
These are great.
phones, I won't
Samsung
touch it
phones
with
are
a
bad?
10-foot pole.
You won't touch Samsung's phones.
No, the LG phones.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had a good experience with LG phones either.
Like, I think there was one LG phone that wasn't half bad. Their TVs are amazing, don't get me wrong.
Their TVs are great. I had an LG TV.
But their phones, I don't like the interface. It isn't that the phone itself is bad, it's the layout for the UI.
Yeah, the second I see Samsung's UI, I'm like, this is better. This is better Android.
Well, Samsung's Sung's UI is a lot easier to navigate than
It
LG's is.
is. It's a lot easier. Not that I have a problem navigating it, it's just
It's simple.
it's better.
And then
They have a better
iPhone,
notes app
one
too.
button does a million things. It makes no fucking sense. Like,
My last phone didn't even have a notes app. So I had to download one myself.
dude, I hate whenever that happens. My last phone didn't have a fucking recording app.
Same, I had to download one.
Like this phone by Samsung, I was kind of pissed off because it didn't come with Samsung Music installed, and it didn't come with a fucking voice recorder. And I was sitting here like, I paid $100. It was on sale, don't get me wrong, but I paid $100 for this phone, and it doesn't come
That's
with the
not
two
that bad.
necessary things. I could have paid
Mm.
120 and gotten the new Samsung S21, Galaxy S21, because it was on sale too. But
For $100. Isn't that the recent one?
yeah, that's the recent one. It was on sale. It wasn't the big one. It was a smaller version of it. But
Well, it's still the Samsung S21.
yeah, but I was penny pinching, so I was like, you know what? I'll just get the A21. And then I regretted it.
You cheap fuck.
I mean, not buying that phone helped out because it meant that I had enough money to pay off my hospital bill. But
Yeah. What was wrong? Oh yeah, you were constipated, right?
yep.
You could have. Oh yeah, and you got an enema.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that? They do
Like
that to porn stars.
like I said last time, it really just feels like you need to take a shit, like, really fucking bad.
But they don't let you.
Yeah, they don't let you. They're just telling you, just hold it in. Hold it in. And they pull out their fucking stopwatch, and you're there for 30 minutes.
They put a tube and they put some liquid in your asshole to like clean it out and shit. So it's like your sphincter is more clear, more open to the possibilities.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
then,
have you
yeah, the
seen
shit should be
them?
able to just spurt
Have
out.
you seen them give enemas to elephants? They just shove a fucking hose up its ass. Like,
A garden hose.
yeah, a garden hose.
I've never seen that.
It's fucking hilarious. Like a person, they go through all these procedures and stuff, but an elephant, they're like, no, we don't need lube. They just fucking shove the
I
hose up their
know. We
ass.
have humans have complicated assholes. Humans are complicated assholes.
I thought
Or
it
they're
was the
just
funniest
assholes.
thing because the elephant got so pissed off and then just sat there trying to hold it in and then shit all over the fucking veterinarian and the entire team just everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. They're known for they're known for being giant. And they're giant shits.
Did you know that elephants think of people in the same way that we think of cats or dogs?
Yeah.
I
That's
found
cool.
that funny. Like
I can get a pet
we
elephant.
we look at a cat or a dog and we're like, "Oh, that's cute." An elephant looks at a person and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's the most adorable thing in the world."
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was so
Oh.
weird, but like elephants will go up to a person and they won't crush you. It'll seem like they're trying to crush you, but they basically just lay down and start cuddling with you out of nowhere and just kind of pin you there.
Yeah.
Like
Pin you down.
it's
They're definitely not the gentlest of animals. Actually, they kind of are. They can cuddle you without crushing you.
yeah, it's really cool.
That is cool. So who becomes the pet in that situation? You or the elephant? Or is
I
it
guess
shared?
both.
So you think it's shared.
Yeah,
You're both pets.
I guess because you're the one feeding the elephant, right?
Yeah.
But at the
Maybe
same
they'll feed
time,
you
you
too.
can't control the elephant because it's too big and strong. So,
True.
I
Yeah,
mean,
where the
unless you
fuck would you
abuse
put an
it with like a
elephant?
whip or something. But
Yeah, Dumbo. Giant ass ears. We can fly to Paris.
yeah.
Knock over the Eiffel Tower.
All right, I'm gonna go get that yogurt and shit.
Okay. Are you streaming yet or what?
Streaming? No. I couldn't decide on a game to play, so
Oh, then just upload the podcast episode along with
yeah.
this one.
Yep.
It's like a two. It's like a back to back.
Yeah, 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Just like the first upload, except yeah, that was also 2-in-1.
Yes. See, guys, the waits are worth it because you get two uploads, two apology uploads.
You should have had 4, but
Oh shit!
you know, you took one day off, then I took one day off, and then I kept forgetting about it, and you wouldn't remind me until I was already asleep, so it wasn't
I thought you
happening,
would
and now here
remember.
we are.
I thought you would remember. So I told you it's like, oh, it's 11. He's not asleep yet. He usually goes to sleep at like midnight. I was wrong. That's only during the podcast.
Yeah. I used to go to bed at midnight, but now I have a life, which means that I have to go to bed earlier.
Yeah. Not that I don't have a life, but he's a working man.
Adulting is hard. I have to be my own parent.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Just like your parents are no longer responsible for you.
Yeah.
You're your own parent now. You have to
Hell,
keep yourself in check.
Logan came up to me because I was eating ice cream for breakfast, right? And he came up to me and he was like, "That's for dessert." And I was like, "No."
You could do it. You could do what you
I was
want.
sitting here like, you know what's cool about being an adult? And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "I get to be my own parent, which means nobody but me can tell me not to eat ice cream for breakfast." Okay.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's the amazement of adulthood. It's like a double-edged
And
sword. You could
I
eat
never
ice cream for breakfast, but
I never
you'll have
ate
this
ice cream for
responsibility.
breakfast again after that because I had the biggest stomach ache in the middle of the day.
Just because your body is not used to it. Like, why the fuck are you eating ice cream in the morning?
Yeah, my
The
body's
second
just
you wake
sitting
up,
there
you
like,
just chow down on
normally
some
you
ice cream.
eat bread,
Yeah, like
drink
toast, or
water and stuff, uh,
toast, orange juice, waffles, pancakes, bacon,
but
hash
that
browns.
has some nutritional value.
Of
Why are you
course,
shoveling sugar in and expecting to walk
it has
around all
grain.
day?
It has grain and wheat in it, which is good for you. Gives you a lot of fiber.
Yeah, helps you shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of bread, so I shit.
Ow, my
Yeah,
back.
fiber is good for you. Don't eat too much fiber.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab my last two Yoo-Hoo chocolate drinks, a couple
Okay.
yogurts, and maybe a croissant. It's my day off. I'm gonna be a
Is
fucking
that what
fat ass.
yogurt? You just watching this Minecraft building fancy house video. I don't know why it's peaceful. They speak Japanese. So does this count as anime? Am I technically watching anime right now? There's a Foundation by 4. You ever seen an architect build Minecraft houses? Looks pretty cool. I even know you had to put math into being an architect. I mean, as long as you make it look interesting, make it into something that people want, and give a good foundation, practicality, you'll be fine as an architect. But an architect has to map out the entire things with math. Like the foundation, like how many meters, centimeters is this? Oh, where's this gonna go? How much room is this room gonna have? How high is the roof gonna go? Think about the lot. I wanted to become an architect because I built a lot of houses in Minecraft and I thought I'd be really good at building. But now that I realize that that's probably not where my interests lie.
Alright, I'm back. What about a building in Minecraft?
Talk about architecture and Minecraft.
Dude, architecture is really fun.
I like architecture.
Alright, ladies, gents, and potatoes, for your update, I did not get multiple yogurts, a croissant, and 2 Yoo-Hoos. I got 1 yogurt, 1 Yoo-Hoo, 1 water bottle, and 1 Pepsi Cola.
Hey, moderation.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking water for now.
Well, I was gonna take 2 Yoo-Hoos, but I only have 1 left after this one, and I wanted chocolate croissants, yogurt, and a Yoo-Hoo in the morning. So,
Really?
yeah. That's what I ate for breakfast this morning.
I still have pizza. Still good.
What did you have for dinner, Caleb?
Red Baron pepperoni pizza.
Let's see. I had chili with chopped up hot dogs in it, grilled cheeses, and spam.
I ate Burger King for the first time recently. Did I tell you this?
No, what'd you get from Burger King?
I asked for a Whopper. Hold on.
And we are holding on. Everybody, please fasten your seatbelts. Keep your hands, feet, and head inside of the vehicle at all times. Please and thank you. If you have followed, enjoy the ride. If you have not, Get the fuck out.
All right, and we are back. So yeah, what I wanted a Whopper.
Okay.
I didn't get a Whopper.
What'd you
I
get?
got the tiniest burger known to man, fries, and a drink. Now, that tiny burger was pretty good, but I went through that shit in seconds, and I wanted more. And my mom was confused too, like, why the hell? I asked for a Whopper, and instead they gave me a tiny ass burger. And I was heartbroken over this. Because I always hear about Whoppers in Burger King.
They used to be gigantic. What happened?
No way that was the Whopper. It better not be.
When I used to eat Burger
Maybe my
King,
mom misheard
Whoppers were
me.
fucking gigantic.
Maybe they're still gigantic. Hopefully. All I know is that when I have Burger King again, I'm coming with this time. And I'm going to demand a Whopper. And they better give me a big burger this time. Not some baby shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm going to be very angry. Because that burger was good. That was good. Burger King is good. Their fries are good too. But I don't know if they're as good as McDonald's fries still.
Did you get their meat fries or regular fries?
Just regular fries and ketchup. They were pretty bomb though.
I like their meat fries.
I didn't even know they had meat fries. I didn't come along to the Burger King adventure. I should have. I should have gone with my gut. But I didn't. But I will next time when there's a chance. All right, now I'm having pepperoni pizza.
I'm having
That's
strawberry
my
banana yogurt.
Twix?
Yoplait.
Oh. I had those in school all the fucking time. They
They're
had
good.
Twix. Yogurt. I like Yoplait. Haven't had it in forever, but I remember liking it. I just have Go-Gurts now.
Go-Gurts are amazing.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get one right now just to prove that I have a Go-Gurt. I'm gonna read a joke off of the Go-Gurt.
Why am I so fucking hungry? I ate like a horse all day.
Okay, I'm back. Gotta go.
Can you answer that? Why am I so hungry? I ate like a horse all day.
Oh, fast metabolism.
Well, like, what was it? I ate 4 croissants and 3 yogurts with a Yoo-hoo this morning for breakfast.
All right.
Right?
Here's the joke.
All right.
The track star had a real fear of hurdles. But eventually, she got over it.
I get it. That's such a cheesy joke.
Which is funny because there's no cheese involved in that joke.
Yep.
So if you're wondering what kind of Go-Gurt I have, it's Yoplait Go-Gurt. Sour Patch Kids. It's as off-putting as it sounds. The flavor is blue raspberry. And I have no idea how to feel about these. Ever.
But yeah, like what was it? I ate 4 croissants, 3 yogurts, and a fucking Yoo-hoo for breakfast this morning, right? And I got like a huge burst of energy. And then for lunch, I ate egg noodles and a couple sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple hours later, I had pretty much a giant pot of chili.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
With
uh,
cheese?
yeah, and hot dogs
Oh,
in it.
man.
With a couple grilled cheeses and a can of, like, a giant fucking plate of Spam. And then I just ate another yogurt, and I'm still hungry. On top of that, I drank over a gallon of smoothie today, had a soda, 2
What
yogurt.
kind of smoothie was it?
Let's see, I had a mango smoothie, 64 ounces, and then I had strawberry banana smoothie, also 64 ounces. I drank 2 Yoo-hoos. How many ounces is in this? 12, so that's another 24 ounces. And then, and a soda, which is another 12, or is it 16? It's 12. But still, that's a lot of fucking liquid. Like, geez.
Does sound like a lot. I just went through this Go-Gurt in seconds.
That's 164 ounces, and I'm still thirsty and still hungry. What is wrong with me?
That's true. But because you just have a really good metabolism.
Or maybe I'm getting another growth spurt and I might be 7 feet tall next week.
Maybe.
I would hate being 7 feet tall. I have a hard enough time not smacking my head on things at 6 foot.
Same. Being 6'3" is a real challenge for me.
You're not 6'3". Dylan was saying that you're the same height as him and he's shorter than I am.
No, you're just self-conscious. Anyway, speaking of hot dogs, I remember having this Velveeta macaroni. It was a little container full of Velveeta macaroni. And I microwaved that shit. It was only 3 minutes. And you put in the shit, and then you mix it, and then you eat it.
Yeah.
Then I had the genius idea, since my dad gets these really good ass hot dogs, I decided to cut them up and put them in with the macaroni. So I microwaved those hot dogs, and I put them in the macaroni, and then I mixed them.
Yeah.
And then I sprinkled some salt, some garlic salt, and then I put in some black pepper just to top it off. And then I ate that shit, and it was delicious.
I was expecting you to go, it was the most disgusting shit in the world. I'm never buying Velveeta cheese ever again.
Now, that would be lying. And I would lose a potential sponsorship with Velveeta, so I'm not going to say that.
Dude, I'm still pissed off at Maruchan because I tweeted at them, I emailed them, I bought a shit ton of their product.
Me too. I bought a whole giant fucking box of their product.
In hopes of a sponsorship, and you know what they said?
What? What did they say?
Sorry, we aren't sponsoring right now.
They're lying. You know, I think they're just playing hard to get.
I went through all of that trouble for a month.
As I said, they're probably playing hard to get.
You can't even buy their product at Walmart anymore. Walmart doesn't sell it.
They don't sell Maruchan.
Yeah, now they sell this fucking Panda Signature, which isn't half bad. Don't listen to Dylan. He's just a really picky eater. Okay.
He is.
It does taste a little bit off, but it isn't half bad. It has a strong smell.
Don't listen to his opinions. He doesn't like strawberries.
Oh my
Don't
god,
listen to Dylan's
that
opinions.
still triggers me. Like,
It does. It triggers me still.
I understand everybody's taste buds are different, but for some reason, not liking strawberries.
Yeah, I don't approve of your shitty taste buds, by the way. If you don't like strawberries.
I
If you
mean,
don't like anything that I like, we might have a few problems.
like, if you don't like strawberries, I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm just going to think that you're weird because
Yes.
I
You're
like
missing out on so
strawberries
many.
a lot.
You're missing out on so many nutrients.
Yeah.
You're
You're missing out on
nutrients. You're missing
3
out.
vitamins, okay?
Missing out on so much nutrients that you disgust me.
I think it was vitamin E. I know that they have vitamin A in
Vitamin
there.
E. I'm sure they do.
And
Why
there's
wouldn't
one
they?
other vitamin.
C? Can probably vitamin D.
And get this.
What?
Did you know that if you eat the leaves on it, it has
Mm-hmm.
another vitamin in it
That's
that
why I eat
helps
the entire
your
thing.
blood clot, dude. Like, what's not to like about strawberries? They help you out so much.
I know. They save you from potential future ailments of your blood not clotting.
Yeah.
If you don't know
Like
what a
people
blood
with O
clot is, it
negative
just
blood.
means like your blood just, coursing through. Zooming on by,
A
giving
blood clot
blood to
is
your
what
body.
happens whenever you get cut. The blood kind of stops in one area so it can seal it.
Yes, exactly. Stops it.
That's all that a blood clot is. But if you have,
Yeah. So it contains the blood.
yeah, like it gets thicker so that it doesn't all spill out, but it can
Yes.
seal the wound. But if you have,
Our blood
say,
comes out like
O
mayonnaise.
positive or O negative blood, it doesn't clot. So you'll get one tiny little cut and bleed for like all day.
No, scary. Well, damn, I didn't know that.
I don't know what my blood type is.
Me
I know
neither.
that it is an O
I remember I
because
tried to go in for blood just to give back to the community. But I wasn't a fucking junior or senior. So they kicked me out.
I remember they wanted to take my blood, and I just said that I was iron deficient
Uh-huh.
because I don't like my blood being taken. I'm not scared of the needle, and I'm not scared of them taking my blood.
You
I
shouldn't
just
be. That'll
don't
be
like
fine.
the feeling when your blood is leaving your body. It's just a weird feeling. It's like a suction cup that just doesn't go away. Like,
Yeah. You have plenty of blood, right?
yeah.
You're willing to give it up.
If they come up with a way that doesn't involve that stupid fucking syringe and that weird ass feeling, I'm all for it. They could slit my wrist open. I don't care. But
Yeah, that's assisted suicide right there.
but that syringe is just the most awkward feeling, and I don't like it.
True. That's true.
Yeah, I remember I had my blood
Weird to think
drawn
about.
once whenever I was younger, and the doctor was sitting there looking at me like, geez, normally kids freak out whenever I shove this giant ass fucking needle into their arm. And my mom looked at me and she was sitting here like, yeah, they do. Why isn't he freaking out? I thought he was scared of needles. Like,
Because mom.
what she didn't know is that I was doing black tar heroin since before I was born.
I'm used to injecting myself.
Yeah.
Come on, mom. I thought you knew me better than that.
Do drugs, kids. I mean, don't do drugs, kids. Sorry, I got that backwards.
Now, I'm not telling you what to do, but do some fucking drugs.
Yeah, be a cool kid
Open up
for
your third eye.
once.
Do some mushrooms.
Have
Have I ever done mushrooms? Not yet. But when
I
I
ever done
do,
mushrooms? Only sauteed.
only cooked to perfection.
Yeah. And then put in my miso soup.
Can't I just go to a garden and eat some raw mushrooms? Can't I just do that?
Can I just go to the farm 2 miles away from where I live, flip a cow patty over, and get the mushrooms myself?
Yeah. Can I? Or do I have to put them in the fridge? Do you put the mushrooms in the fridge?
No, you cut them off and wash them. And then you take the brick patty and you use it to cook your food.
I see.
Yeah, brick patties have, or not brick patties,
It
cow
has to.
patties have a lot of uses. You
I want to
can
do
build
acid.
houses out of them. You can use them as fuel for your fire. They grow shrooms underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
Cow patties are amazing, dude.
Never had cow patties.
Well,
I had
yeah,
cow and patties, but not cow patties.
you wouldn't want to eat a cow patty because it is quite literally cow shit. But,
I mean, yeah, I guess you could think of it like that. It could be a little off-putting.
and it isn't like ours where it goes in once and comes out once. No, they have 8 stomachs. So they eat it once and then throw up and eat it again and then throw up and eat it again until all of the stomachs are filled and then they shit it out.
Every singular stomach.
Yep.
Huh. Why is that?
So if you think about it, it goes in 9 times and out 9 times.
9 times 10, 21.
Was 9 plus 10?
20.
Can I get
What's
a
4?
Hoya?
What's 4? 4. 10. 2. See? There you go.
That's
Don't you seem stupid?
442. Tastes like root beer. Tie my shoes.
Root beer. Root bear.
1, 2, 3 to the 4.
Deeply rooted. Rudy.
Hey, what is 1 plus 2
Rudy.
plus 3 plus 4?
1 plus 2. 15.
Eh,
Aw.
it's 10.
I guessed.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 15.
It's the plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking off my shoes. I don't know why I've had them on all day. I had the day
You're
off. I
not
just
going
laid in my
anywhere.
bed. I went to the
With
country
shoes
store
on?
twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Twice?
I went there this morning. I got
You didn't go thrice?
No, I went there this morning. I got butter,
No.
I got 2 loaves of bread, and I got hot dogs. And
I got 2 loaves of butter.
I got Logan a drink. And then I went
What
back
drink was
again.
it?
I don't
Oh,
know what
wait.
he
I
got.
have a monster. Wait, I'll be right back.
And then I went back again. And I got. Oh, the first time I also got hot sauce. But I went back again. And I got 4 bags of chips, 2 cans of chili, and a meat stick. Yeah. It's a pretty good fucking meat stick. Like, I didn't even eat it, but I get them so often. Pretty good meat stick. You know, it's the Jack Links uh,
Uh-huh.
jalapeno meat stick, like cheese meat thing.
Oh, God. That sounds so
Yeah.
good right now.
And then what was it? I got the lemon lime hot Cheetos. I got a new hot Cheeto.
Thank
Uh,
God you got lemon lime. You're not boring.
and then I got
The lime makes it have a zest to it.
I got Chester's popcorn puffs.
Ooh, I've had those.
They're pretty
They're not
good.
bad. They're not bad.
And then I came home, cooked a bunch of fucking food, ate a bunch of fucking food, still hungry,
I
sitting
like
here on my
popcorn and
ass.
Cheetos. I guess sitting on your ass makes you hungry.
Yeah,
Get moving and you'll be less hungry, I guess.
I guess, because whenever I'm working, I don't eat for shit.
Are you too focused on working or you're just not hungry?
No, for some reason, I'm just not hungry. Like, I'll eat a little bit of bread in the morning, and then I get like a meat
Mm-hmm.
stick or something, and I'm good for the day. Like, I get home, don't really eat any dinner, nothing, go to bed, wake up the next morning, get a little bit of bread and a meat stick, and I'm good to go.
Huh. All good to go from here, champ.
But then whenever I have a day off, I eat like a fucking horse and then wonder what's wrong with me because I'm used to not eating.
Used to starving yourself. That's probably why you're hungry.
Nah, that can't be it.
Nah, I love starving myself. That can't be it.
Yeah, I've been starving myself since I was really young.
I do something similar to that, but with water. I'm too proud, so I don't drink water for a long ass time until I'm literally like keeling over and dying, and my throat is dry and shit, and I look like shit. And I drink some water because I feel like that's a good lesson on not to take things for granted, like water,
You know what's
like something
funny?
that seems so easy and accessible, but can be ripped from us one day out of nowhere, and we can't do anything about it because it's a limited resource.
You know what's funny? I
What?
what was it? I don't eat much on work day, right? But I drink
Mhm.
4 liters every day without fail.
Mm.
So if anybody ever goes to test my urine, they're going to be wondering why my piss is clear.
Mhm.
Because I guess since I drink over a gallon every day, my system is always getting flushed out. So,
Mhm.
I could probably pass a drug test after
Good
smoking
for you.
weed. Like a lot of weed. Just kidding, that hides itself in your fat cells.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could probably pass a
Remember,
drug
kids,
test after
weed
doing something.
it's actually okay. You're going to be fine.
Yeah,
You're, you're going to be
unless you're
fine.
allergic to it or you have panic attacks really easily, you'll be
Yeah,
perfectly
if you're
fine.
allergic to a certain strain, there are other strains you can get that don't have that.
Oh, and if you get seizures really easily,
I don't smoke weed.
yeah, I wouldn't smoke weed if you get seizures really easily because your body moves really slow. So
Mm-hmm.
if something like a light
The last
starts at
strain.
like a light starts flickering,
Mm-hmm.
it'll take you longer to get away from the flickering light. So yeah.
I remember I hit a blunt that my brother handed me. And it was great. But then I kept taking hits, and then I just didn't. I couldn't transfer that last one, so I started coughing my fucking lungs out.
I've been smoking weed
But
for
then I got over it.
a long time. Okay.
I only do it when someone offers.
Well, I'm like that now, but I used to just smoke to smoke. But
Well, maybe if I definitely had access,
I'm pretty sure
I
the only
definitely
time
would
that I
probably be
really
going now.
coughed from smoking was the first time that I took a rip off a bong because I didn't listen when my friends were trying to warn me, and I killed
Mm-hmm.
the entire fucking bowl in one hit.
How long were you just sitting there?
A long fucking time.
It's like a few seconds at the
Actually,
most.
actually, no, I didn't even cough at that one. I just couldn't breathe afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. You're only there for a few seconds. You stop.
No, the only time that I ever coughed was the first time that I took a dab because I wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah.
It's a
What's a
lot
dab?
harsher. It's wax.
I took a dab and it was fun.
Yeah, like you have this little straw. You heat up the end of the straw, right?
Hmm.
And you put it in the wax and inhale.
Oh wait, yeah, the blunt was like covered in wax. It had wax, so that's probably how. So I took a to get
Well,
from a blunt,
I thought that it would be
and
like
it was a
bud,
dab. So
right?
that's
I
probably why.
I thought it would be like bud, and
It was indica too. I still remember the strain
I
indica.
can't smoke indica. I pass
You
right
can't
the
smoke
fuck out.
indica?
Yeah, I pass out.
Really?
Yeah,
I wow. I'm fine with indica. It's whatever. I
I
think
have
that's the only strain I've ever had.
I have
I've also hit other
friends
people's
that
pens.
can't smoke sativa because they start having seizures.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So all they
Maybe I
smoke is
should try
indica.
sativa.
So I don't really smoke with them because I'll
Mm.
pass out. Like we'll be in the middle of nowhere and I'll just pass out of fucking nowhere.
I want to try sativa.
It's pretty
It's
lit.
stronger than indica. No shit.
Uh, but yeah, that one time I remember it so clearly because I still have that image in my head. We made rice, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we were just eating beans and rice. And the beans, they went down fine, okay? But the rice, for some reason, I got like the shittiest fucking early 2000s PNG of rice, right?
Yeah. It was like the world itself was censoring it
Yeah,
because it was so.
it was like a background on Roblox. Like,
Oh my god, that bad, huh? I know
and
exactly what you're talking
it
about.
was just that image every time that I went to swallow it, and it got to the point where I just didn't want to eat fucking food because I didn't want to see that image.
Straight up look like the backgrounds to the Mario 64 game.
Yeah, like
That sucks. I've never had food look that bad.
no, like the food looked amazing. It was just whenever I went to take a bite, I would close my eyes, and every time that I closed my eyes, whenever I went to swallow that food, the rice, I got that image in my head. It was so fucking bad, dude.
When you're high, your camera quality goes down.
Oh, what is one injury that you got while under the influence?
Um, hmm. None.
Oh, geez. I got
Yeah, no,
one.
I'm pretty good.
I got one not too long ago. I don't know exactly what happened, but I
Hmm.
went down to the river with a friend, and the specific spot that we went to, somebody bought
Hmm.
and kind of closed it down. So we went to
Oh,
the nature reserve, and we were sitting on a park bench by the water, uh, smoking, eating dried apricots, and
ah.
drinking water. And we were just sitting there talking. And at some point, I guess I smacked my arm on something, and I got bit by a wolf spider. So my arm was like swollen, like really fucking bad the next day. And
Yeah, I didn't think that wolf spider bites were
my
bad.
my forearm, it's been about
They're
a
pretty
month
bad.
now, and my forearm is still deformed. Like,
Huh. That wolf spider made you its bitch.
well,
Became a
like
constant
I'm
reminder.
thinking because I get bit by wolf spiders all the time, and I'm allergic to them, so I swell up like a balloon, right?
Mm.
Um, but I'm thinking that I like hit my hand or like my wrist on something and like took a sliver of the bone out.
Does it hurt when you move it or something?
No, but what was it? Uh, there was a bag of concrete, right? And it was just mortar that like
Oh,
we
yeah, you
didn't
told
need it
me.
anymore.
Yeah.
So
You chucked it over.
yeah,
in
the
your
bag
arm.
was really fucking heavy. And I got in a
Yeah.
position where I was like, if I drop this, it's either going to break my back or it's going to break my foot. So, like, out of nowhere, I just somehow became fucking superhuman and threw it over the thing. For those of you guys that would go, oh, blah, 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 superhuman, blah, blah, blah. It's called
Burst of-
skeletal muscles,
burst of
and they're a
dopamine.
lot stronger than your normal muscles that you see.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
it isn't your adrenaline that makes you super strong in those situations. You start using those muscles.
Huh.
They're way stronger because they're actually connected to the bone.
That makes sense. So you use those.
Yeah. And that's how people lift
Yeah,
cars in those
concrete.
situations. And then their body hurts for
Ah.
weeks afterwards. But, like, normally the pain isn't that bad after you do something like that. This
Yeah.
one, I could not touch my arm. It hurt so fucking bad. Just in that spot, too. Like, everywhere else, it was like a minor inconvenience, right? But
Yes.
that spot, it felt like somebody had just hit me with a fucking hammer. Like,
Oh wow.
it hurt like hell.
Holy shit. I have a good high story, like under the influence story. I don't know if I told this on the podcast yet,
All right,
but
once you
okay. So
started.
it was 420,
Mm.
and so as a joke, and since it's 420,
Yeah, the day that Hitler invented meth.
yeah, we were invited to a party. We were going to go to a party, and then and my friend's like, all right, let's go over to my friend's house. She has weed. I'm like, okay. And she had this this tiny blunt.
She had a roach?
She had a roach, exactly. Sorry, she had a roach. And so gave me a lighter. I held the roach in my hand, and my friend put on the lighter, and he burnt my hand.
Oh, dude.
The lighter. So I was like, what the fuck? And he's just laughing at me. So I grabbed the lighter, and I actually lit it up, and I hit it, and then he hit it, and then I hit it until it was completely gone.
Oh, so
and
you
so
guys,
then we left, and then we, yeah.
so you guys took it all the way down to a stinger.
Yeah. Pretty much till it was nothing.
Jeez.
Or until, like, my finger was burnt because it was hot.
Yeah,
So
that's
then
a
we just-
stinger.
So I just flicked. That's why it's called a stinger, huh?
Yeah,
So
it's
I
called a
flicked it,
stinger
went
because
right in
the
the
cherry's
trash
on
can.
you.
First try. I'm insane. We played some Overwatch, and me and my friend played Mortal Kombat. I beat his ass, and then we left to go get stuff for the party. So you got a bunch of chips and shit, and I got a balloon because it's a party. You have to have at least a balloon there.
Yeah.
And so then we were walking down this road. It was like late as shit by then. It was like 12. It was midnight. So we were walking, and then we got lost. And so then my friend's friend called him. Forgot his name. What was his name? Oh, fuck, I don't remember his name. Peyton. And he was like, "Where are you guys?" Because he wanted to go to the party too. So we were gonna go get him, but we were lost. And so then while he was on the phone, I saw a weird figure behind me, and I got scared as shit. And then I realized it was the balloon, and I freaked my friend out. And so then they got off the phone. We were laughing about it. And then my friend's like, "Hey, let's go chill in the forest." And so I went in this fucking like forest. And then his phone died while we were in the call. And it turns out he lived way out, like down this like pure like road, down a highway we had to go down pretty much. Or a freeway.
Oh, jeez.
A freeway. So then it was like 1 a.m. at this point. So I went to his house and we're like, all right, should we make the walk? And he's like, yeah, let's make the walk. So we started walking at like 2 a.m. And we walked down this road. My friend started panicking, and he got weed anxiety, I think, because he got really scared and he kept thinking that someone was gonna come kill us while we're walking on this freeway
So he's
in like
paranoid.
a desert. Yeah, it was pure. It was a pure, like, endless looking road, and we only had nothing but the flashlight on our phones to guide us through a road that had no cars, nothing. It was pure desert. And so then he got his AirPods out and we listened to music to calm down. And he thought he saw something, so we ran, but he didn't see something, so we ran for nothing.
Oh, dude.
And so then we finally got to his house at like 4 in the fucking morning. He intercepted us on his bike. And then we went back to our house, and turns out I don't know if the party never happened. There was no party, I think. And so my balloon popped on the way back. I got really sad. And then we made it back to his house, and it was 5 in the fucking morning.
What was it?
So I walked for 3 hours, 3 full hours nonstop.
Jeez. What was it? The one time I went to go stay over at my ex's house, right? Overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was following me, right? And I'm the type of person that thinks nothing of it, right? I'm like, oh, well, they're probably just walking in the same direction as me, right?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
But like we're over there, we're hanging out, and I go out on the front porch to smoke a cig, and so I have my rum in my hand, and I'm already stoned, smoking my cig, and I look over, and the person is still there. So I'm sitting there like, I got up and I started walking towards them, and I was just asking them if they were okay, like if they were lost or something, and they weren't responding to me. They were just kind of staring at me. So I was sitting here like, okay, if I stay here, something bad's gonna happen. So without letting anybody know that I was taking off, I just kind of took off and I walked around in Unit 1 and stuff. Let's see. At this time, it was like 1 in the morning, and I walked around in Unit 1 until like 7. And then
7 in the morning?
Yeah. And instead of going over to her house, where I was supposed to be all night, I just came back here, walked inside, and went to bed. And since I slept all day, everybody was
Maybe you're hallucinating.
Well, like, everybody was blowing up my phone and trying to figure out where I was. And the person wasn't after me. Okay. What had happened was they had broken into her brother's truck. And took something. I can't remember what it was. But I was just kind of sitting here like, so I could have had a good time, but instead I spent my entire night walking around in the desert.
Following you?
Yeah, walking around in the desert. Not on the road, on the trails in the desert.
The straight up trails in the desert.
Yeah. And it's not like I really had anything to drink because, it's the middle of the night, so nothing is open. Just walking around in the desert.
Just casually take a walk in the desert. A ride on the wild side.
Yeah. But eventually I went back over there. And everybody was freaking out, wondering where I went. And then, what was it? My ex and her mom came over, and they both slapped the shit out of me. Because I scared the crap out of them.
Were you together at the time, or just ex?
No, we were together at the time. But still, I still find that thing funny. Because
you walked in the desert from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., then you walked home and went to sleep. And you walked over and just like, hey, what's up? And then they smacked the shit out of you. I wonder why they would do that.
Yeah,
You were missing
totally.
for God knows how long, yet you were just like the whole time just at home, just sleeping.
Yeah, for them, I was gone for an entire day, but for me, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you time traveled. Yeah, you were asleep. The
Dude,
best thing
that.
about sleep is you could time travel. The only, I guess, con is that you can't go back. You can only go forward.
Oh, what was it? The first time that I ever had moonshine, right?
Ugh, how
Uh,
was that?
dude, I love moonshine.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I don't.
Huh.
Everybody would go, "Oh, moonshine's disgusting." Blah blah blah. Okay, now blue fire moonshine, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But just normal moonshine, perfectly fine. It can make you go blind. It can kill you. Um,
Of course.
but I like it.
Yeah. You like the danger. That's probably what's the appeal.
Yeah, same reason I drink rum. It can make you go
Of course.
blind. It can kill you, but it tastes
Yeah.
good. Um,
Yeah. As long as it tastes good.
but basically, I would go over to my neighbor's house and mow their lawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like once a week, give a bath to their Great Dane. And I hurt myself
Yes.
while I was over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got my foot stuck in the lawnmower. It was one of the push mowers, so it wasn't that bad, right?
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's like, how's your foot not gone?
but yeah, just I got my foot stuck in there, and it cut my toe a little bit.
Oh. Yeah.
And they were sitting here like, "Oh, you'll be fine," right? And then
Yeah.
her husband walks over and he hands me this mason jar, and he just said that it was homemade juice, and plug my nose and chug it, and it'd make the pain go away, right? So I did, and
Yeah.
then after I drank it, and I could smell because I unplugged my nose, I was sitting here
Yeah.
like, that's not juice. And then they basically sat there with me all day because I was just kind of having fun doing my own thing. And
Yeah.
they were basically just around me because she was pissed off that her husband did that. And my toe was kind of just bleeding everywhere. So,
Yeah. That's probably another reason why.
yeah. Um, but after that, I would get like
Do they not have band-aids?
I would get like 6 mason jars
Mm-hmm.
every week. And it was pretty good.
Filled
Yeah.
to the brim with their homemade juice.
Yeah, with their homemade juice.
You got it for free. You lucky bastard.
No, I had to mow their lawn and bathe their dog.
For free. Mowing a lawn is not a big deal. Washing a dog is not a big deal. But getting their homemade juice is a big deal.
Yeah. And like I would go over to my friend Kiki's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his mom, I was taking Mandarin at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I'd walk into class and for some reason everybody in the class would wait, like except for me, my girlfriend at the time, and our group of friends. As soon as we walked in the
Mm-hmm.
door, we would yell "Ni hao zheng lao she," right? Because we're basically
Yeah.
saying "Hi, teacher Zheng," right?
Yeah.
And she'd
Yes.
reply back, and we'd sit down. But everybody else waited until she said hi first.
Oh.
But anyway, I'd go over to my friend Kiki's house and we'd play BO2 on his Xbox, right?
Uh-huh.
And his mom would walk up into the room and she would just kind of sit there watching us play the game and then make sure that I only used specific words in Spanish. And I would sit there and make sure that
Okay.
she used specific words in Mandarin. So we were teaching each other languages. It was the funniest thing. And I was over there so often that when they rented the movie Chappie,
I am Chappie.
instead of inviting, their neighbor that really wanted to see it, they invited me. And I lived like a block away. So Kiki had to get on his bike and ride over to my house to come ask me if I wanted to go and watch Chappie. It was the funniest
Did
thing.
you?
Yeah, I did. I went over and watched Chappie. But his little
Nice.
sister, she bawled her eyes out at the end of that movie.
Oh, because Chappie. Spoiler: Chappie dies.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, she bawled her eyes out in the middle of the movie too.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, when Chappie
Okay.
gets lit on fire.
Yes, but he's a robot, so it's fine.
But yeah,
It's
it's a good movie.
It is a good movie. It came out in what, 2015?
Yeah. That's why I
still
tweeted,
remember.
does anybody else get really emotional whenever Chappie gets brought up?
I thought you get emotional. It turns out it's just a reference to your friend's sister getting emotional during Chappie. The entire movie. I thought it was just the end.
I really feel for that robot.
Oh, you do?
I'm just
Because
not
you're
a
a robot
crier.
yourself. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just a cog in the machine, dude.
Yeah. We're all a cog in the machine, man. We're slave to the corporations, man.
Yeah.
It got us by the balls.
I
So does
might be a
consumerism.
rusty cog that doesn't move, but a cog nonetheless.
I am a droplet. If I go missing, no one will know.
Dude, that was my superpower in high school. I could become, I could be in a big crowd of people with everybody looking at me and out of nowhere just disappear. I was so good at blending into the crowd.
Yeah, being white does that.
Yeah, I could just become invisible. Gosh, gotta love being white.
I can't relate.
Even though everybody at that school was Mexican.
What school was it?
Mingus.
Oh, yeah, bunch of Mexicans.
Yeah, they were all cool people. Well, most of them. Some of them were complete assholes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they were a few fucking putas.
But it was funny because I'd have people looking for me out of nowhere because I have really bad stage fright. So once the stage fright got out of hand and I got really anxious, I would just disappear. And
So
I'd be
an
right there the whole
attack?
time. Yeah, I didn't really go anywhere. I just blend in with the crowd so nobody notices that I'm there.
Really, being in crowds worries you?
No, being the thing that the crowd is looking at worries me.
Oh, gotcha. I love the attention. Whenever I do class presentations, oh yeah, I try to make them as best as I can.
Yeah, what was it?
Except my last one was atrocious.
What was it?
I barely did the project, so I had one slide. It's yeah, this is mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Thank you.
I had to do a presentation on potatoes and corn in ag, right? So I get up in front of the class, and everybody's staring at me, even the chickens. Yeah, I was an ag.
Yo, same.
FFA, man.
FFA, I still have that stupid fucking shirt I was given.
Future Farmers of America.
Bullshit.
I ain't a farmer, I'm a floor man.
Crazy how things change.
But everybody, including the chickens, were just watching me. And what's his face? I can't remember his name. It
I
starts
would
with an
harass
E.
the chickens.
Mr. Elmer's just looking at me like, dude, are you okay? Like,
Of course, Elmer. Elmer, my dude. I remember I pissed him off once.
dude, I remember I walked into class and I had alcohol with me all the time, like at all times. I had
What did you hide it?
no, I just had it in like a water
I remember
bottle.
my
It was
friend.
mead. So
Oh, okay. I got you. My friend. I remember he brought Gator and he's like, "Here, you want some Gator?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "This tastes a little funny." So I literally chugged a bunch of it, and he like literally grabbed it from me. He's like, "Whoa, hold on. There's a lot of whiskey in here." I'm like, "Wait, what? There's whiskey in here?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I felt weird for the rest of the day.
yeah, but like basically Ag was
I
second
chugged so much
period,
whiskey.
so I would walk in with 2 16-ounce bottles of mead. And Mr. Elmer comes
Ah,
up because he sees me drinking it, and he didn't know what it was, and he was asking me what it was because it was in the thing. And I was telling him, I was like, well, me and my friend Aiden, we were sitting there wanting to make pumpkin spice, and this is
yes.
what we did. And he was like, well, what did you guys use to make it? So I listed off everything except for, the stuff that makes the alcohol.
Mhm. Yes, of
And
course.
he was sitting there like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that's great. And he walks away, right?
You lied to Mr. Elmer.
Yeah, because I didn't want to get arrested.
I called him Mr. Elmo.
Uh,
I
but
thought I was a comedy
basically,
genius. He actually
what
is a
was
comedy
it?
genius. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
So, like, we'd go out to tend to the wine grapes, right, in the vineyard,
Yeah.
and take
Yeah.
care of the cows in the greenhouse and all that stuff.
Yes.
And
Yes. Did a lot of that.
I would just have like a solid buzz going on the entire time, and nobody could tell the difference. Like,
Yeah, you already seem out of it.
no, it's funny because whenever I get buzzed, I'm on top of it.
Like, wow, he seems a lot more focused. What's up with that?
What's up with that? This guy take Adderall
Dude.
or some shit? Like,
Yeah, probably. It's like, wow, dude, you should give me some of your Adderall. I need to
no,
stay.
I'm not like
No,
Mike
it's mine.
Tyson. I don't use
It's
Adderall.
mine. Yeah, I would never use Adderall, probably.
But yeah,
I remember I was just chilling with my friends, and a bunch of guys, a bunch of dudes came up and was like, "Hey, you want to snort Xanax?"
a Xanax.
Yeah, Xanax. Yeah, that's it. I said no.
Dude, I remember uh somebody was Haley. She got
Say
horny
no to
goat weed.
drugs.
She got horny goat weed, right?
Uh huh. Yeah,
And she was telling Aiden and
do drugs.
this other kid that it was
Do drugs.
ecstasy. And they were like, dude, I
Ah,
want to do it, right? And
fucking
Aiden
idiots.
took one look at the pill and he's like, this isn't ecstasy. So he held it in his mouth, but he didn't swallow it. And Victor swallowed 2 of them.
Ah,
After she told them that it was horny goat weed, Aiden pulls his pill out of his mouth, and Victor's just sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Because it's like an older version of Viagra. Like,
oh, huh. I was like, what the fuck kind of is horny go weed?
it makes you horny and it gives you a nice fucking hard on, okay?
Yeah, it makes you horny for a goat.
Yeah. It makes you a goat sexual.
Makes you a goat fucker.
It makes you think that Dr. Pepper tastes like root beer.
Hey, I don't fuck goats, but I do believe that Dr. Pepper tastes like root beer.
And thank you for listening to the RSP Radio Silence
Thank you for listening
podcast.
to the RS podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the RSP I mean, Radio Silence YouTube channel, what you are currently on, or Harold, he'll throw you. He'll toss you out your window into the grass or whatever ground is outside of your window.
And don't
It better not
forget
be a
to
bunch of
tweet
rocks.
at fscucko and at Kyosa Kyoyo, RSP on air, okay? Or just on air, or RSP for life, okay?
Yeah, because we're walking on air with this podcast.
To show
So
us
easy.
that you appreciate the the non-constant uploads.
If you want us to not upload more, we will gladly take your request into consideration and ignore it.
Yeah, we could record on Mondays or on
Because
Wednesdays,
why would we listen
and
to
then
the
post it
fans
on
when we can just
Mondays.
be our own people?
Yeah.
Why listen to the fans?
Why
I'm
be
already
our,
cool.
why
I
be
don't
our
need
own
you.
people when we could listen to the fans?
That is what a YouTuber is.
Yeah.
Not their own person anymore. Only
Maybe
a
that's
person
why my
of
channel
the
isn't
people.
successful, because I don't listen to the feedback that I get.
My last upload was a month ago.
Okay, seriously, you guys need to get the sticks out of your asses. 9/11 is funny, okay?
It's hilarious. Make sure to subscribe to the 9/11 podcast.
Yeah, and Inane Existence podcast. Still looking for a co-host on that one.
I bet
Skucko's a
you'll find one.
really busy man.
Yeah, I'm busy with the RSP podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, the RS podcast, sorry. RS podcast, which is Radio Silence podcast.
Yeah, he's busy
write
with
it
this
down.
on air.
Instead of saying RSP podcast, I'm just saying Radio Silence podcast. Well, technically it is a podcast because there's two people on the podcast. Wait, that's the whole point of a podcast.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Did you guys like those weed stories? Oh, I bet those were really exciting, huh? Yeah, we smoke weed. We're cool. We get
I hope you
girls.
guys enjoyed this episode of Influence Stories.
She tickles my fancy and I tickle her throat.
Alright, Stories of Influence.
Don't influence anything.
Exactly.
The lack of influence makes us influence. Remember that.
I will.
Or maybe we are influenced by our own influence.
Wait a second.
Are we bad influence?
Why did I just realize this? We're the ones doing the podcast, right? And it isn't live.
Yeah,
so people can't call in.
Live.
And you know what's funny?
What?
Imagine how many people are going to think that we're always right.
You're right. Right.
We're the influencers now. Yeah.
We influence the public. Kill your parents.
Yeah. Don't kill your parents. They keep a roof over your head.
Roofie your parents to thank them for having a roof over your head.
Give your parents a Mickey, and if you don't know what that is, then you don't belong on this channel.
Slip your parents a Mickey.
Yeah.
And then turn them into a mouse.
That's not what a Mickey is.
I know what a Mickey is. I'm just finishing the joke. You don't think I know what a Mickey is? A Mickey, for you that you don't know.
And he is gone. A Mickey, for those of you who don't know.
And that's what a Mickey is.
A Mickey, for those of you who don't know, since he cut out like crazy, is the equivalent of a roofie, but in alcohol. And I know that the PC's battery is running low because it is not plugged into anything. I will turn around and plug it in.
You know what I learned? You know what I learned?
What?
That Bill Cosby didn't roofie. He slipped that bitch a Mickey. And then he raped her. Of course. Did he die in prison yet? Or is he still in it to win it?
Probably still in it to win it. Why?
No, I'm just asking a question. Maybe we should ask Bill Cosby. Where is he held? We should get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill Cosby, why did you do it? I wanted to. So what? I don't care. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill Crosby. I bet Bill Cosby in prison is getting a lot of Bill Coxby because there's no women, only men. So you are
you saying that women don't do bad things?
No, they're in their own separate.
You could be in a mixed prison.
Oh, so many freaks in there. Why isn't there any movies about? It's like a love story, but in a mixed prison. Are mixed prisons even a thing where it's men and women?
Yeah.
That's not a thing. Is it? Is it a thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. So there is a chance you can still get pussy in prison. I guess it depends where you're put. You know, there's some prisons that are really nice.
Yeah.
Like they're really nice prisons.
Yeah, like Finland.
Or Canada.
I don't know, man. No offense to you Canadians, but y'all are a bunch of fucking pussies, okay?
Yeah.
Like, God, you won't kill a fucking pigeon because it's your national bird? Our national bird is an eagle, but we shoot them all the time.
Yeah, we shoot those fuckers down dead. So we can hang them up on the flag. When America dies, there will be, instead of an alive eagle, it'll be a dead eagle representing our country, you know, dead.
Yeah. Did you know that Pepsi...
is that when a flag is upside down, it means a state of distress.
Did you know that Pepsi, if you flip it upside down, like you read red, white, and blue from the color logo, right? And you flip it upside down, it says is dead. So red, white, and blue is dead.
Yeah. Pepsi is a terrorist organization.
Amen.
I'll still drink their soda, though.
It's mediocre. But it's better than water.
What do you mean it's mediocre?
It doesn't have a lot of flavor.
Water is better than other waters, is what I've learned. I don't get why people are not in support of Fiji because, they treat their employees bad, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Meet every other multi-billion-dollar company.
But they're in support of Nike, who doesn't even pay their employees. They enslave them.
I know. They enslave them. It's like, I buy my shit from Amazon. Really? Use Amazon? They don't give their employees breaks. They treat them like shit. They abuse them.
Hell, there are employees that quit and say that they would rather fight Mike Tyson than work at Amazon. Because at least they get a break afterwards.
Exactly. They don't get no breaks. Did you know that a bunch of employees died from exhaustion, or Jeff Bezos got so angry that he killed an Amazon employee?
Yeah.
He could just easily cover that up because he's so fucking rich and bald and stupid. But I commemorate his work ethic.
Isn't he the richest guy in the world?
Yeah, he's a dictator.
Why?
He owns Amazon.
Dude, he could shut down majority of the world's trade if he got rid of Amazon.
He's a dictator. He has so much power.
I will hold your companies hostage.
I will hold your entire economy hostage, even though it's crashing.
See, when the stock market crashes, y'all are gonna be fucked. But all my money's in the safe at home. So,
Yeah, guys, keep complaining instead of actually trying to do something about it. That'll really help. Yeah, you're totally not just screaming out into the void.
yeah. Keep raising
It's like,
minimum wage instead of
how
trying
can
to
I not
make
do
more money.
anything? Look at the likes I got here. Yeah, people will like anything.
Dude, people will agree with something even when they don't know what it is.
I'm glad you're booing me. I know it makes you people cheer.
As long as you can make it sound like it makes sense, they'll believe it.
Exactly. Just like, are you sure that this game that you're playing the game, or is this game playing you? See, I just switched it and I sound immediately much more intelligent. And people will eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Like, are you playing the game of chess, or is the game of chess playing you? See,
Like,
I sound like I have a million IQ with just that one simple sentence. You just
if I
switching it
say,
over.
are oranges orange because orange is orange? Or orange is orange because orange is orange, right?
Does it grow from tree because tree grows from orange? See, I really sound smart, even though I just fucking like
Are
switched
oranges
up.
orange because
I just
oranges are
reversed the
orange?
goddamn sentence.
Or are oranges called orange because oranges are orange?
Or tree is orange,
Did you just say
and
orange
orange is
8
tree.
times and it still makes sense?
Yeah, see, exactly. It's stupid. I just spilled my monster.
What flavor monster is it?
It's normal.
Is it the one hiding under your bed? Do you get along with the voices inside of your head?
Trying to save me, stop holding your breath. You think I'm crazy.
Well, that's not fair. Whoa, whoa.
Fucking bullshit, man. I just spilled so much goddamn monster.
Right after you did
Maybe
that, I spilt water all over myself.
why? It's called Monster. Not because it's a drink, but because it turns you into one. I just spilt it. Now, see,
Do you
mob
turn into
mentality.
Do you turn into a monster whenever you
I
can't find
hate
your vape?
mob mentality
Well, maybe
because
you're
people are too
addicted.
scared to think for themselves anymore.
I
Because they want to be
hate
a part of something. They want to be liked and accepted by people.
I
Even if it's
hate the
just random
riot.
people. We always want vindication and a pat on the back for just being there. For existing. Like
You
we're
mean
owed something.
validation?
Yeah, exactly. Validation. But I literally just explained it, but instead of saying the actual word.
You said vindication.
Oh. Well, anyways. People just want validation because throughout life you are told that you are worth something, you know?
To find out that you're not worth anything.
Yeah, you're not worth anything until you actually go out and prove your worth.
You're worth something to your loved ones, but not the rest of the world. To the rest of the world, you don't even matter.
Exactly. The world doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah.
And if you want to be known by the world, you're going to have to work for it.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. Because maybe the sink is more well known than you, or at least the company.
Yeah. All right, this
The
has
company
been
that makes
episode
sinks.
8 of the RSP on air.
Welcome to the RS podcast.
Welcome to the Radio Silence Podcast on air.
All right, thank you for listening to the Radio Silence podcast. Please make sure to like, comment, and cry, and we will make more episodes. But regardless, even if you do watch it, because this is a great way to vent our problems to the void. You know, like everyone else is
Yeah,
doing. Which
and if you
I'm
guys
glad that I
have
went back to my
anything,
next point.
if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about on future episodes, You can go over to my
Or if you want
Twitter.
to be a guest, scream into the void and maybe we'll find you. Or go to our Twitters and scream at us until we let you on. Or, just be a decent fucking human being and ask politely. And use
Yeah,
proper grammar and spelling so I
yeah.
know that you're not fucking stupid.
And always remember, kids, before you inquire our name, you have to give yours.
If you want love, first you have to learn to love yourself.
Like if I were going to ask for your name, I would say, "Hi, I am blah 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 blah. May I inquire your name?" Or "Hi, I am blah blah blah,
It's
and you
okay
are."
to think of yourself, but you also have to have others in mind. You have to
Yeah,
learn empathy. You have to I don't even know why you have to learn empathy. It should be something that should be taught. Emotions. Welcome to this class, how to have emotions.
but remember, if you use big words and you're a guy, you sound like a polite gentleman. And if you use big words and you're a lady, you sound like a really polite lady. But if you use big words in the
If you
wrong
put on a bib
scenarios,
before you eat pussy, she knows that you're a real gentleman.
yeah. But like if you use big words in a scenario where like there's a fight going on, then they just think that you're insulting their intelligence, which is exactly what you're doing.
They'll hit harder.
Yeah. Like if I'm pissed off at you and you start asking me questions, I'm going to use big words and correct your grammar to make you polite.
Speaking of words and actions, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
You could be like the nicest person in the world, but you do one bad thing. That's the one thing people will always remember.
Yeah. Remember, people don't remember the good times, they only remember the bad.
Because we, as a species, are narcissistic and nihilistic on our approach. It's
And if
like
we
we've
only
given up
remember
on
the
saving the world,
and if we
on
only remember
saving
the
the earth.
bad parts, then we don't have to blame ourselves for the things that we did wrong.
Exactly. We always want to blame somebody for our downfalls or our
Unless
failures.
unless you're
But
like
no,
us and you just own
it's
up to your
you.
mistakes.
It's you. The second you get it through your thick fucking skull that it's you, then you can go on your way to become a better person.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Do you believe that therapy is worth it?
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Well,
I
because think
mean,
about it like this. Alright, I go and get
I'm not
therapy.
like
My
I'm not
problem's
absolutely
fixed.
miserable.
Okay, my problem is fixed. But I just gave that therapist a million different fucking problems. And then they have to go and get a therapist, and the cycle keeps going. So I'd rather just keep to myself and write in a little diary, which I don't
You
do
gotta
because,
pinpoint what your problem is.
yeah, figure it out on your own. You don't cause anybody else
You
any
have to
problems.
figure out what is wrong with you.
Don't turn to somebody else, especially people that you have to pay, if you can solve it yourself. If you can't solve it yourself, go to one of your loved ones like your brother, your sister, your dad, your mom,
Is it
your foster dad.
okay to voice your problems to someone you trust?
Yeah, but just don't go
It
to a
is.
therapist because they may have uh what is it?
But be aware, have some spatial awareness of when to dish it out.
What is it?
Because if you just
Customer,
dish out your problems all the time, people will think you're annoying and boring and probably depressing to be around with.
what is it? That
And you
thing
will completely choke out the atmosphere of the room.
where they withhold information from everybody else. Oh, patient confidentiality. Right, they may have that, but you already know that they're going home and telling all their loved ones about your problem, or they're telling their therapist about your problem, and that therapist is telling it to another therapist, which is then telling it to another therapist, and then everybody knows about your problem. But you can go over to like one of your loved ones or
Exactly.
one of your family
Yeah.
members, and then it just stays
The
in your.
internet is bad. We all know that being on the internet all the time is bad. It's too much dopamine in your brain for you to handle. But it's so put into our minds and our brains and our culture and everything around it. We even have friends online that we talk to. So what do you do?
That is a good question.
What do
And
you do about that? How do you stay in touch and have a presence without the internet? You can't anymore. That's not how
you could always write letters.
anyone can get famous now. Anyone.
Yeah,
TikTok is a prime example of that. If you're the unfunniest fuck in the universe, but I don't know, you're attractive, people
dude.
will like you. Or if
I
you're annoying, people will envy that.
dude,
People want to
I
be like you.
posted a fucking video of me smiling. Oh my god, 200 likes, over 3,000 views. Okay, I edit a fucking video. Okay, it's a funny
Wait, really?
fucking video. Everybody that saw it laughed their fucking asses off. But no, I only got 50 likes on that and 200 views. So people on TikTok do not appreciate things that you take time to make. They just want to look at hot people smile. And I'm not even that good
Exactly.
looking. Like,
I know. I'm at least like a 7. I'm a cutie. And that is perfectly fine with me.
I've always been told that I was a 7. But whenever I look in the mirror,
Really?
I see a 2.
I never asked for anyone what I look like because, I don't want to be like, oh, what would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm not scared of the answer. It's just, I think it's just weird. Like, what's the right time to bring that up?
We'll see, like,
So, just so
basically,
I don't look egotistical.
I wouldn't ask them to rate me. I would just, like, one of my friends would go over, and then they'd be talking to him, and it would come up, and then that friend would come over to me and tell me what they said, and then I'd get pissed off at my friend because that was none of my business, and yeah, but it's always been around 7. I think I
Ah,
had one
what's the
person
lowest you've
say
done?
5, and I've had
Ooh.
one person say 10, but
Was
that
that
person was
person
kind of
attractive
creepy.
themselves? Was that
Nah.
person who gave you no? Oh, that's probably why they don't know what's good. Have they looked in the mirror lately?
But yeah, so
Nothing against
I guess
them.
I'm
Yeah.
not that bad looking to everybody else, but to me, and I bet you feel this too, Caleb, like, you look in the mirror and you can see all the imperfections in your face, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when get close to the mirror, I'm like, oh, what is
But
that?
other people look at you and they don't see them until you point them out.
Of course. Yeah. It's like
Like,
they
what
look at
is
you
it?
through rose tinted glasses when you look.
What is it? I looked in the
And
mirror.
also, you can't trust a mirror because your mirror apparently makes you look better than you actually do. So how can you trust a mirror if that's apparently true? Like if I think I look bad in the mirror, how do I actually look like?
I know, right? But like, I'll
How
look in
is
the
this
mirror
like how I
or
see
I'll see my
myself in the
reflection in the
photo?
water, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter what I'm looking at. Okay, I've been hit by a lot of fucking cars, and apparently in
Mm-hmm.
one of those accidents, I fucked up my nose because my nose
Oh,
is really crooked. And
battle damage.
I mean really fucking crooked. Like,
Man versus vehicle.
like
Man versus car.
I have like a 20-degree shift to the right. And it's like out of nowhere too. Like my nose is straight and then it just curves off. Like,
Yeah. I feel that I am fairly attractive and I could get anyone I want as long as they feel the same for me.
see,
Obviously, that's how love works.
I don't even care about how I
Me
look.
neither.
I just don't
Me neither.
feel like
It's
I'm the
just,
most attractive person.
oh, hell no. I don't think I am. I'm a solid 7. I'm a cutie.
I mean, like, I'm not terribly ugly. I'll joke around and say that I'm the ugliest guy on the planet, right? Um, but I know that I'm not terribly ugly. I just couldn't care less what I look like. So,
Yeah, same. I think I look fine in general, so whatever. Except when I had really long hair. That was the one point I was like, yeah.
I mean, hell, I'll be walking down the highway and have random chicks yell out the window, "You're hot." Like,
Oh wow.
I don't know. I must be pretty good looking, man. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
Get a
it's
lot of food with just your face.
just my face.
Hmm.
Just walking down the highway. You know, for all you fuckers in the comment section, uh, if you see somebody walking down the road carrying a lot of heavy shit, and you yell out they're hot, you're
Probably
just
your favorite
distracting them.
podcast host.
You're just distracting them and making it more likely that they're gonna break their back from carrying all that heavy shit. Okay?
Yeah, why don't you stop and help them?
Yeah, why don't you stop and help them
Give me a fucking ride.
and well, like maybe not a ride, but like give them some water or something so that they can hydrate or
Throw a water at them,
something
drive
like
by.
that instead of just yelling "you're hot" so they lose focus on carrying the heavy shit.
Or maybe they're saying that you're hot because like you're sweating. You're like beating sweat. Like they're making an observation. Like, dude, you're hot, you need water.
Dude,
You know?
sometimes I'll be walking back home from Walmart and I'll think that there's like a college or something around here because it sounds like a fucking frat party running down.
Oh
Like, what
yeah.
was it? I went on a walk by myself late at night. I don't know if Dylan was here or whatever, but I was walking on the highway and these ladies, they're driving in their car, they yell, "You're hot," and then I just hear a bunch of screaming, right? And I think nothing of it. And then they circle back around and they do it again. And I'm looking at them like, how much did you have to drink? Like,
They're probably under the influence.
I was sitting here
Definitely.
like, did you guys just get done watching that episode of Family Guy where they drink till the Liberty thing takes off
Yeah,
her
and
clothes?
Stewie's at the stairs like, well, I guess the night that bitches die.
And then decide to do it yourself? Like,
Yeah, like does art does art imitate reality?
beer. Helping ugly people have sex since forever.
Yeah, if you're the ugliest fuck and you get them a little tipsy, you can fuck the shit out of them. No problem. But you know that's statutory rape, so I probably wouldn't recommend that.
Wait, what was considered an adult beverage before there was alcohol?
Soda? I was not allowed to have soda when I was a kid.
You
I had
weren't
to be
allowed
a
to have
certain
soda?
age. No, they're like, no, at least have some Sprite. I'm like, fun. And Sprite, please don't know. If you only drink Sprite and nothing else, I feel like you're a pussy because you know Sprite is nothing.
I never really did like Sprite or 7 Up. Ginger ale's alright, but it
Yeah,
doesn't soothe my
I like
stomach.
ginger
It
ale.
makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah, they're like, it helps your stomach. Okay, I just puke it all back out, and I'm like, I don't think that helped my stomach. Same as vitamin water.
Yeah,
Like I go
like,
through like 10, and I'm like, all right, I'm not feeling any better.
I
I actually gotta go
have
throw up.
a really strong stomach, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was it? When the fair was in town, I ate 2 really big meals and then went on the freak out for 4 hours straight
Huh.
and had no problem. But like other people, they'd eat like a medium-sized meal, go on the freak out once and throw up everywhere.
Different tolerance, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. But like I was sitting there thinking to myself the other day, because I'll take things that are supposed to make you throw up if I have a really
Mhm.
bad stomach ache, and it doesn't make me throw up.
What about
It
bananas
just
and Sprite?
it just makes my stomach ache worse.
Drink Epicac. See if you'll throw up.
I'll drink bleach and see if I throw up.
You'll throw up your lung.
I mean, I've
Your
already
kidney.
drank bleach before. I had to bleach my coffee mug, and I didn't get all the bleach out, so I had bleach in my coffee.
Huh. How are you still here?
I don't know. I'm one of the lucky ones.
I guess to a certain extent of bleach, so you call poison control.
Yeah.
I have no idea. What's the number for poison control? They say call poison control. What the fuck is the number for poison control? What, 311?
No. You call
What is it?
You call 911 and then you ask for poison control.
Oh, I figured. We're still
But
right because 3 times 3 is 9. So I mean,
if
like,
you see something happening and Dylan thinks that this is full of shit, but it's true and Dylan is just retarded.
he's retarded. Yeah.
If you see something happening like a mugging, right?
Yeah.
Call 411, it's dispatch, so they get there faster because you call 911 and then they have to call dispatch and get everything set up. So you spend double the time getting in contact with them.
Yeah. Like call 911 and ask for police if someone got shot. You call an ambulance, dipshit.
Yeah. You call the right person the first time and they get there faster every time
Yeah.
without fail. If
Just like,
there's a
it's okay,
fire,
I called the police even though you have a gunshot wound.
if I
You gotta
call
call an ambulance, pal.
if there's a
Police.
fire and I call 911 and ask them to send the fire department, it's going to take longer for the fire department to get there than if I call the fire department directly. Just like, okay, so I live out in county. So if I call 911, it's going to take me to the CPD, right?
I live close to the
And
fire
then
department.
they'll call the sheriff's department, and then sheriff will call the sheriff dispatch, and then dispatch somebody out there. But if I call the sheriff department first, originally, like I was supposed to, then they just send somebody out, right?
Yeah, easily.
Like, obviously, they have to call and be like, okay, well, who's closest to this location? You need to go over here, right? But they get there faster because there isn't as many steps to get the message
Drag
to
your
them.
dying friend. Drag your dying friend so they can help.
Dylan thinks, oh no, call 911, it's faster. And I'm sitting here like, you don't
call the source.
Yeah, you don't call the emergency services over every little thing. Like,
because they'll be like, it's the emergency service. What do you need? Oh, I need this service. Like, oh, okay. And then like they have to like tell that service the thing, and the service will take forever to get there.
Yeah.
But you actually call the service itself. It's like, oh, okay, gotcha. And then they get out faster because you call them straight from the source. They come to you faster.
Yeah.
Don has no idea how society works. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the cheat code.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the life hack.
He doesn't know up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
BA start.
Okay. No, it's select, start. BA, select, start. This is a Mario
never
cheat.
heard select. All I know is that it's BA start.
It's a cheat on Mario.
Oh, that's on Mario. I'm thinking of the Konami code, which is just BA start.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Up, up, down, left, right. BA start. Up, down, left, right, left, right. BA start.
R1, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right, up, left, down, down, down. GTA San Andreas Tier 3 weapon cleat.
Yeah, cleat? Cleat.
Yeah.
I didn't know soccer was in the game.
But if you do R1, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right, up, left, down, up, then you could get the double-headed dildo for free.
Awesome.
Instead of having to go down to the police station, walking into the showers and taking it.
Into the showers. Well, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could also get a flying rhino tank and be invincible.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I knew that one.
I used to do
I know
that.
it's a jetpack.
What was it? I would get the invincible cheat, and then I would, because like if you have the invincible cheat and you're in a vehicle and it explodes, it still deals damage, but it doesn't kill you, right?
Uh-huh.
So I would do that. Then I would get a Rhino
I know that.
tank because it was like the most vicious explosion aside from the Hydra, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would
Yeah.
make it fly, and then I would fly over the no-fly zones, and then just fly around blowing up everything. Like, oh, and then I would have the cheat
Go
that makes every
fly.
vehicle amphibious, so it can go on the water and on land.
Ah, that is amphibious.
So I could drive on water, I could drive on land, and I could drive in the sky. So yeah, talk about a useful vehicle.
Did you know that a tortoise is a reptile, not an amphibian?
Why did that take me so long to think about that? Turtles are reptiles, and a tortoise is a desert turtle.
No, I've never seen a tortoise in the desert. 100%. Now listen. A tortoise is a reptile. Because if it's a desert animal, it's a reptile. And a turtle is an amphibian because it's always in fucking water. See? Doesn't that make more sense?
I used to have a box turtle, right? And
Uh-huh.
his name was Leonardo, and the pet shop said that he was perfectly fine, right? And there was nothing wrong with him. He
Yeah.
died a week after we got him, and I did everything I could to keep him alive, right? I fed him just the
Uh-huh.
right amount that he needed. I made sure that his water was always clean. I did everything that I could to keep him in healthy shape. And he died a week
Maybe
later.
God doesn't like an overachiever.
He died from a disease that he had for a year, and the pet store told us that he was completely healthy.
Did you bring it? It's like, you lie, and they're like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, that was one deep,
Mhm.
deep depression after Leonardo, uh, named after Leo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, died.
Leo da Vinci. Did you know that his name is Leo because it's a reference to Leonardo da Vinci? Because Leo's so smart and makes shit. Makes
Leonardo
guitar-
DiCaprio.
Yeah, it was in Titanic.
Yeah,
How did they do that drowning scene? Freezing the dead. How'd they do that?
they threw him in the water.
But it literally. Hmm. How did they do that? Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio died, but they cloned him because he
No,
died in the movie. I saw it. No,
no,
he died. I saw him.
that was all CGI. He was in front of a green screen.
No. So that's where all the money went.
Yep.
I thought they actually made this Titanic and Leonardo DiCaprio actually died and stuff. I fucking hate cinema. Why can't they do shit authentic?
Well,
I'm
they
so
used
angry.
to. Like, it used to be if you got a role as somebody that committed suicide, since they didn't have CGI, you would actually have to commit suicide.
Awesome.
I know, right?
Dying for the sake of art. That's what I want to do.
Well, see,
I make
like,
my magnum opus
basically,
and I kill myself.
they would try to fix you up before you died, but most of the time they didn't make it in time. So if you were casted as a role as somebody that killed themselves, you were practically sentenced to death. Like,
For the sake of art.
yeah, or like if it's a drowning scene, you were actually drowned. Like,
Awesome. You ever been baptized? Same thing.
and in sex scenes, they actually had sex.
Oh, I want to get one of those roles.
Now you just have your underwear on and you're underneath a blanket and they don't show anything, so you're just laying on top of each other in a bed.
Laying on top of a woman. Yeah, to quote Norm Macdonald, I want to lay on top of a woman.
Yeah. Why would the woman lay on top of me when I could lay on top of the woman?
Yeah, I'm the man here. I'm the provider of laying on top of her.
You know.
Yeah, it's like where like they're not authentically naked. They're like wearing skin colored underwear.
Yeah. And pasties on their nipples.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't want to show off the goods? Fuck's the matter with you? I'd love to show off my goods. Then they'd be like, holy shit. We should make this guy a model.
Yeah. Oh shit,
Imagine,
dude. It's already
imagine,
11. We've been talking for
imagine
2 hours.
imagine getting paid to show off your body. It's
Dude,
easier for men.
I am
Women
not
have it
body
hard.
positive at all.
You're
So,
not body positive.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because, like, I used to have a really bad spare tire, and I got rid of most of
Uh-huh.
it, but there's a lot of the spare tire that I couldn't get rid of, so I look skinny until I take off my shirt.
I'm skinny, so I don't have that problem.
Well, I used to be fat.
I was never fat, ever.
I was
The
fat
most,
because I spent 4 or 5 months living with my aunt and uncle, and all we ate was pasta.
I think the fattest thing I have, second to my arms, obviously, is my dick.
Dude, you must be one anorexic fuck. If your
I
arms
mean,
and your dick are the fattest things on your body, aside from your legs, you must be one anorexic fuck. Like,
yeah, but I'm not like, I'm actually not that, I'm pretty skinny, but I'm not that skinny.
are you like Dylan skinny or?
Um,
Because Dylan is a skeleton. Like,
I'm not that much of a skeleton. Yeah, Dylan, he's a stick figure.
he's a stick bug.
You just got stick bugged. Oh no, I just got Dylan.
Oh no.
Yeah. Dylan is a fucking stick bug, Jesus. He looks like a bug too.
Yeah.
Does his hair ever grow back?
No.
He does not need a haircut.
I have a feeling he's gonna be like his bio dad and he's gonna be bald at the age of 20.
I do not doubt that. His hair does not grow back. It's been a year and he has like the same hair.
My hair grows really fucking fast.
Me too, yeah. I have no hair in before I know it. I'm like, holy shit. Well,
My nails do too. Like, I ripped all of my nails off, right?
my
And then a week
toenails.
later, they're all way too fucking long. Like,
That's my toenails. Before I know it, I have an ingrown toenail and it's Halloween. And my foot starts hurting. Then I finally get home after being in pain for so long. And then I realized my foot was bleeding this whole time because I had an ingrown toenail. So I rip
see,
it out. It hurts. And then, yeah, you candy and shit. It's a great day.
how do you pop your knee?
I've never popped my knee.
Okay, well, I've been hit by a lot of cars. So my knees can bend and lock sideways.
Yeah, it's
So
probably,
what I
yeah.
do is I lock my knee backwards and then I
Mm-hmm.
bend it sideways and it pops every time without fail.
That's cool.
And I can pop my right big toe
I don't have to do that.
by moving it downwards and then flicking it up and it pops every time without fail.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No
Hold on.
hands required.
No hands. Gotta hand it to you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that has been this episode of the podcast. I have
Thank
work
you
in
for
the morning.
listening to the Radio Silence podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, so I can get a comb.
And hit that notification bell icon so you
I
get
don't actually
notified.
have lice. I deceived you, my viewers.
So you can get notified whenever we upload, so you can hear the delirium take place. And
There's no delirium. I'm spitting straight facts. This is from the bottom of my fart. All right.
exactly, delirium.
I'm not even tired.
I'm very
The
tired.
thing I'm tired of is humanity's bullshit. Thank you for listening to the Radio Silence podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow our Twitters if you haven't. Mine is at fscucko.
Mine
What's
is
yours, Dave?
at Kyosa _Kyoyo.
Where you can get a bunch of tweets. He tweets rarely. I tweet sometimes.
I used to tweet 2 or 3 times a day, but then I used
to tweet every day. But I don't like Twitter.
Guys, the world is truly terrifying. I just saw cannibalism. I saw a bag eating a bag whilst getting eaten by other bags.
And remember, kids, if they can't solve the hunger crisis in Africa, they could always just eat each other. Thank you for listening.
Bags eating bags whilst getting eaten by other bags. The world is truly terrifying. I'm never leaving the house again.
That would solve the hunger crisis. Thank you for listening to the Radio Silence podcast.
And hit that fucking bell icon or Harold will hunt you down.
Throw you through a window.
And then hit the bell icon for you.
Yeah, bitch.